Welcome back to Big Ben's Outdoors, and you join me again out here in western Nebraska, just outside of Scottsbluff, Nebraska, at Lake Minatare. It's got a lighthouse. Yeah, so if you're interested, we're gonna check it out. It's a pretty cool little lake. It's a beautiful area. I mean, let's take a look real quick. Yeah, let's see what western Nebraska's got to offer us, huh? All right, we are up here. Out here, way out west, not up, but way due west of where I live, at Lake Minatare State Recreation Area. And this is the main entrance and the park office area. And this is also another one of those very old park areas, which is kind of interesting up here. There's a lot of, I want to say in the 30s, 1930s, this was built. I'll put down below exactly when it was. But this is outside of Scottsbluff, so we are darn near on the Wyoming border. So that'll tell you just how far out you are. So if you're looking, I don't know, if you're looking for, if you're interested in this spot, here you go. Or maybe a spot to stop on off the interstate, you know, to get you a break. We do have camper registration here. You have two options: primitive and electric plus. And yeah, and you can buy park permits there. And these all off to the right are primitives, which is interesting. This is also interesting. Here, I'm going to get the other camera up so you can see what I mean. It's a good deal. The primitives being those, but they have a fire ring, and these are your standard vault toilets. They are not a but that's right there on the creek. Huh, those are pretty low sites. Not a storm shelter, so just keep that in mind. But we'll kind of go through here. This is the park office area, and again, the standard caveat of if anybody's out, I might be cutting in and out here. But off to the right, we do have some electric plus sites, 8, 7, 6, 46, 48, 47, 46. These are those 30 amp hookup sites, all back up to that creek, all very, very scenic. Let's see if we can get anything off of them without sticking the camera in people's faces. That's always the tough part. 40 to the right. Yeah, and that's that view to the right. So there you go. Not bad. Park office is to your left. So we're driving by there. And they do have firewood off to the left as well for purchase. Try to buy it as local as possible. At site 35, 33. Off to the left here, this is interesting. This is one of the older shower bathroom with running water for, you know, the bathroom. So it's a full bathroom and a shower, but it also has a laundry. It's really cool. 32. I don't know that I've seen a laundry in a park area yet. That's kind of a deal. I dig it. We have fish cleaning station. To the right, somebody's using it, so we're not going to get in detail, but it is your standard Nebraska fish cleaning station, and they have quite the nice boat. Not a huge park, but it seems very popular. This is a Wednesday afternoon in July, so just keep that in mind. This is the West Wind boat ramp. And again, this is very, very reminiscent. If you've seen my other videos, this is it's quite these two wide ramps, and the lake is down quite a bit, as well as everything else appears. But the nice part is that it does have room. I mean, you can get a pontoon boat out of there pretty easy. So no swimming or wading within 20 feet at the docks. And we do have outhouses to the left. Nothing special. There are campsites over here off to the right. These are also the ones they consider the primitive ones. also, all of them have fire rings, and all of them have, that's interesting. They all have, they consider them primitive, but they all have fire rings and what have you. And then off to the left, you'll see there's a ton of boat parking, a ton. The size of the lake, that's pretty impressive. Let's head down this way. So yeah, that is interesting that they consider it $10, or the $10 primitive, but they do have a fire ring and they do have a park bench. Usually that's not the case with those. Okay, we are coming down into another area here off the main entrance. So it's 27, again, all electric plus, 26, all beachfront property. Hopefully I'm getting that. So that's cool. 23, bunch of swans. Hi guys, geese. Oh, don't hiss at me. They don't like me. A long storied history of mutual disrespect. There is a shower room, another shower room off to the left, and that's one of the newer ones. And again, that's nice. So each of the, I went in the other bathroom. Each of the stalls in the other one has. Then before I get going, off to the left there is water. So there's the water for you. 14 is off to the right if you want to know where that water is. Anyway, the older shower just has, the two stalls, and it's the older shower room. And these are both individual stalls. So it's interesting to me that they have both, indicating popular park. A lot of Wyoming plates here. We're very close to Wyoming, which, I guess it makes sense. Ahead is site 1, and then you have kind of some parking for a day use / beach area. The park maintenance building is straight ahead. We're not going to go up there because you're not supposed to. So we're going to hang a right. Get down here. Off to the right is a beach area. In just a second, I'll switch cameras, and you can drive down there, and you can kind of set up on the beach. And given the fact that I see a camper and a pontoon boat down there, taking a wild guess that camping down there is absolutely allowed. There are some folks set up down there for the day, so we're not going to drive down there. They're having a good time. A family's out there. They did pull a minivan down there, so obviously it's going to be just fine to get pretty much anything down there. Let's check out the lighthouse boat ramp over here. Okay, so this one's huge. Interesting. So this one is not only huge, but it's dirt. So, hold on, Goosey. It's dirt and sand. So, haven't seen that before. And it's an accessible dock. You see that? You guys hopefully can see that dock. I'll pull off to the right, but yeah. Tons of gulls over there. And yeah, nice, huge beachfront. I think a lot of that is because of how far down these lakes are. This one clearly is down quite a bit. I bet you what I'm driving on is supposed to be the dock. It's not supposed to be down that far. That's too bad. I wish I knew how far down it is, but I think for folks that are wanting to hang out on the beach, though, and there's another I can see down there. I'm going to get you a shot right here where there's, yeah, you can see you can pull right down onto the lake. So that's really cool. We're going to kind of go around. Up here's the lighthouse. And yeah, I think those folks are still up there. I can see them hanging around. So just FYI, if we cut in and out, that's because people are here. But Goose and I were hanging out here, and we were amused by some people having fun up there. So we're going to pan to the lighthouse off to the left. It's a pretty cool lighthouse. And you can climb up there. Climb up to the top and look around. It's really cool. Hopefully I'm getting a good shot of it. And then also, we do have a lot more access to the beach down here for just hanging out, or for fishing, or for whatever it is that you want to do. Looks like people have taken vehicles, but yeah, there's that. Here we go. There's a shot ahead. There's a shot of that lighthouse, if I didn't get one already. And then we're going to go off to the right really quick and just look out over this scenery. Those bluffs out there. And It's pretty. This is a day use area right off to the right here. Goose and I hung out here. I'll try to link the video that I was here for part of it. Nice area. There is another day use shelter off to the right there. So we're gonna go sneak, and off to the right there are just your normal old outhouses as we go by the dock, and we're gonna go ahead and skip ahead to the main entrance. So I'm gonna put you in warp speed and I'll catch you there. Okay, directly to the west of the main entrance is this West Wind shelter, fish camping, primitive camping, or say fish camping? The West Wind area. And just a reminder of your fees and the like. And what does this say? All overnight campers must register here. So let's see what we got for site types here. Well, this is, okay, yeah, interesting. Okay, so this one is calling out primitive and basic. So the difference is primitive isn't supposed to have a fire ring or a spot, and I believe that's off to the left. What we have here, yeah. Interesting. I would love to hear and we do have, up to the left, we do have creek access for, obviously very popular too, given by all the vehicle tracks, water access. So what do we have parking off to the left. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of people down there. Oh, that's cool. So we're not gonna go down there. It stinks. There's a fish cleaning station to your right. I'm gonna try to get it as we go by here, just your regular old fish cleaning station with fresh water there. And there's 2 park shelters, one with quite a few tables and one with one. Let's see if I'm getting those. Hopefully I got those for you guys. Now off to the left, you do have campsite T2. Cool. And you got campsites down by you can see some folks are down there, so I'm not going to get too close, but 7, 8 off to the left of these basic campsites, 9, 10 all have fire rings. Like I said, this one interests me because they they consider those basic, but the other side had maybe these are reservable, 13, 14, 15, and down by the water, those are your primitive. So and there was several people camping down there. So just as a heads up, that is where that is at. 17 to the left, 18, and what do we have? Oh yeah, we have more access to go down by the water, which we are, again, there's a lot of people down there. We're not gonna do. So if you're interested, that would be fun to camp in the woods there on the shore. But we're gonna go ahead and go back out, and we're gonna go to the next area. We're gonna go, let's see what my map says here. I believe we're gonna be going to the northeast of the main entrance to the Scouts Rest area. So let's see if we can find it and not get ourselves into too much chaos here. Oh, but yeah, again, gosh, I can get you guys a shot here. Here I can get you a shot of down there. So folks have their tents set up down there. Well, we had a camera card fill up, so I had to do an emergency switch. But again, there gives you kind of some of that shoreline access, and shows probably just how far down this water is. So again, we're gonna go ahead and skip to the next area, and you will join me. I will join you. We'll join forces at that area. All right, we are entering the Scouts Rest area. I don't know, primitive camping, shelter, and a boat ramp. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a bait shop right up from here, just up the road from here. So that is it's pretty cool. Again, kind of indicates to me how popular this place is with the locals, and I can see why. It's a pretty park. There's some cabins and stuff off to the left. Interesting. So everything off to the left is not state property. It's just as a heads up. So there's a boat club off to the left. Oh, cool. Okay, so we have no vehicles down there. I'm sure everybody listens. So we're going to pull off to the right. All overnight campers must register. So we have, what are our options? Oh yeah, again, just primitive. $10 a night, and then your park permits. But again, I don't know if they consider primitive just because it's down here. That's got to be what it is. But let's go ahead and pull down and take a look. So we can go down on the beach like rebels without a clue. It's kind of cool though. It's kind of fun. So yeah, you could pull your vehicle down here. Obviously, lots of people have. Set up to fish, set up to camp, whatever you'd like to do. Since it is technically primitive camping, I don't think you have any particular place you have to go. See that trail straight ahead, there's definitely lots of tire tracks that go back. So technically you can set up wherever you want. There's some boat ramps. I think that's the boat club's ramps, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. It might be. Okay, so technically, wow, this is really too bad. How this just is an indicator of the drought conditions we've had for a few years here in Nebraska, but here out west. This is the boat ramp, and if you can see the bottom of that corrugated, that's where the water should be. It should be lapping up to right about. I'm going to put my nose at the truck. I would say right about here is where the water should be. But as you can see, it's feet down. So that's too bad. But obviously lots of folks get used to it. And like there's that private area off to the left. That is not game and parks. So please don't go there. That is folks' vacation and recreation stuff. Day use to your right. This is technically our campsites actually. So again, and I can't get, I'm sorry, somebody's out there, so I'm not going to get a shot, but there is some primitive campsites to the right on what would be the shore. And there is a vault toilet, which is also a storm shelter, and we also have a picnic shelter here, which is available for, okay. So there is all the regulations. What stands out to me is, I don't see if you guys see it, firewood for $5 for 10 pieces, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. But there is a rentable shelter off to the right that is padlocked. That's a cool shelter though. Check that out. So if you're interested, there you go. We're going to go ahead and swing on down the road to the next site. And that would be, well, that is that area off to the right is nice. I have a cabin. Yeah. Members only. It's Butte View, not, Butte. Butte View is our next one, and we'll speed her up and see you there. All right, we are pulling into the aptly named, if you saw from the drive here, Butte View. Here's what's crazy. I noticed on the drive here, and I've noticed a lot, is there is as many Wyoming plates as there is Nebraska. And we're very, like I said, we're right on the border, so that's kind of cool. So we're gonna go to the Butte View boat ramp first, then we'll come back to the parking. And ooh, lots of stuff off to the left. So off to the left, you do have quite a few showers. You see that? There are 8. That's one of those shower houses, again, like Lewis and Clark and like Summit Lake, and then one of the newer fish cleaning stations. That's cool. A ton of boat parking. Again, they have no shortage of boat parking. And there's the Butte view, because I like big buttes and I can't. All right, I'll see myself out. Anyhow, these do look like campsites off to the right here, and I'm gonna bet they're gonna consider those primitive, which is fine by me. They're cheap, $10 a night. A-okay, bud. Let's see, what do we got? We got the boat ramp, and again, we're just gonna kind of look down and see. They're both those 2 wide ones, and yeah, it's pretty low, but it's doable. This is a lot better than some of the others we've seen. And again, you can get a decent sized boat or a pontoon boat in there pretty easily. So what's cool, and that is that ADA accessible dock, as we've seen in other areas. And then we have more camping off to the right, where some folks are. I'm sorry, correction, 6 showers. So there you go. And then you have fresh water right there. And you have a bunch of days. Oh, and there's a flop. We're gonna go through this loop. Give you some site numbers. Straight ahead, there's plenty of primitive camping right on the beach too. If anybody's here, we're going to cut out. But this is site 51, 52. These are Electric Plus 30 amp sites. Doesn't look like anybody's home. 53, that's good. And with nice views, you back up to 54. Yeah, sweet. 55, 57, and off to the left, we have some park shelters with some great views. Some for your picnic or your meal. Handicap accessible ones as well. Let's go back more. We're seeing a lot more Nebraska plates over here. The other side was mostly Wyoming. This side has been mostly Nebraska, so interesting. Oh, there's a Wyoming plate. 62 and a big bump. I might need an Advil after that from the back. You okay back there, Goose? 64 to the right. These are great sites. There's a road right out here, so I can see why they probably aren't going to be the first ones picked. 67. 68. Whoa. I guess that's one way to do a speed bump. Hoses. 71. And you'll see off to the right, I hope you can see, my phone fell down so I can't see my preview. There are the vault toilets / storm shelter. And 73, 74, 75, a lot of sites. Holy moly, 76. They just keep going. I haven't seen water. I'll call water out when I see it. But there you go. I'll get some views off to the right, on the right cam. 79, 80, just a ton of sites. Just keep going up. 81, 82. There's a lot of campsites here. And, whoa. I wish they would call out these they're not bumps, they're speed divots. Anyway, 87, I bet you this is going to go up to like 100. 89, 90. Again, people are camping up here, so we're going to, 91, try to respect that a bit. Speed bump at 94. So we just had a tent set up there, so that's a great view. So now we can see 95. Yeah, these are good sights. 96. 97. There is toilet / storm shelter straight across from 99. And right down, oh yeah, you get beach access down there. I don't know if you can see that. There's a ton of beach access. Goes up to 99, and then you got beach sites, which is cool. They got a gen running, so don't blame them. That's a nice place to be set up. Lots of primitive sites down here. Not a bad place to camp. Not a bad place at all. And that goes down, off to the right goes down to the beach, which we are not going to do for 100 reasons. Mostly because I am 500 miles away from home. So we're just not going to risk it. There are folks set up here. Again, lots and lots and lots of beach access. Very nice. I'm going to switch to the right cam. You can see there's tons of trails going out of the beach. Just tons of them. So obviously that's a popular activity. I'm guessing, given how many folks are here on a weekday, given what I've seen at other sites, I'm guessing weekends are busy. We're going to jump ahead here. Some folks are out. And we're back, and also seeing some Colorado plates now. So yeah, this is the end of that area. We're going to cut back. Oh, and off to the left there is a little more beach access. We're going to cut back, and you're going to pick me up. We're not going to speed back through. I'll pick you back up when we go turn back on the road. Right, here is the Sunrise Beach Swing Shelters Day Use Only area. So yeah, this is just day use. I'm interested to see what this looks like. There's a lot of beach on this lake. It comes from the ground around it being sandy, of course. So that kind of lends to it, but interesting. Normally I avoid water, but if you watched 2 videos ago, Shadron, I am still trying to get rid of the cow dung from my tires and wheel wells. So we're just going to do that. We do have, is that access? No. Okay. It looks like that might have been parking at one time. I wonder if this doesn't get a lot of use given the rest of the park being a beach, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not seeing a lot of fresh tracks. Oh, look, I am wrong. I already tell I can see trails from this parking area off to the right. I can see trails down to the beach. I can see footprints. There are people hanging around, so this could present some interesting challenges. So if we cut in and out, I'm sorry, but there's a cool shelter off the right. We're not going to get a shot of it, but it's a cool stone shelter. And there's another, okay, so we're going to get a shot of this. There's we're going to switch to right cam. There is a bathroom, and then there is a cool shelter with a fireplace in the middle. That's awesome. And then just your regular shelter here. There's an awesome stone shelter behind me, but I can't get it. That family's using it. So we're going to go to the next and final area. Which is Southgate, which does have some camping. So we're going to go ahead and zip up the road there, and I'm sorry for the sigh. It's getting late in the day and feeling a little parched. So I'll catch you guys when we get there to Southgate, which should be according to my map at least, right on down the road here. I'll do one more pass through here to see if we can clean these tires and wheel wells out. Well, this is cool. I have a feeling I can tell you where the Southgate area is. How about that? That is really cool. Let's see. Veterans Civilian Conservation Corps Company, number 2745. Huh. Southgate. Okay, so we need to go right. I believe. I think I might have just completely missed it. That's going to suck if I did. Well, I didn't miss it the first time, but I almost missed it this time because it looked like it was a private entrance. But here we go. Lake Minatare State Recreation Center, Southgate area. Primitive camping, which is ironic given that there are a lot of lake houses around it. So just keep that in mind, please, when you guys are here, that there's a lot of lake homes. So let's see what we got. A lot of cool ones too. Yeah, it's off to the right. You'll see the primitive camping over there. Oh, fudgesicles. That hurt. Yeah, mind the dips. Okay, there was some primitive camping off to the right. And what do we got up here? We got just somebody walking around. We got a storm shelter / outhouses. All overnight campers must register here. And again, these are primitive $10 a night. We've seen that sign about 10 times here, so we're good. So let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, there's a ton of people. So, yeah, we're just going to stop here and call it good. And yeah, there you go. I'm going to try to do this as easily as I can. Okay. We found a path. This is cool, but there's a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of, there's trash cans down here, things like that. So we are going to call it good with that, as there's just a ton of people out here. So I'm going to try to respect some sort of privacy for these folks. And that has been it for Lake Minatare here outside of Scottsbluff, Nebraska and western Nebraska, right near Wyoming, if you can tell from all the Wyoming plates. And it's a pretty little park. It's not really little. It's weird because it's not little, but it's not huge, but it's obviously extremely popular. And yeah, if you're in the area, check it out. If you need to get off Interstate 80 and have a spot to camp, maybe this is a spot for you. Who knows? I'll leave that up to you. But for me, that's going to do it for this one. I'm going to go ahead and throw up here or here the State Park Sundays playlist. I'm doing these every single Sunday, every single Nebraska State Park, State Recreation Area, and State Historical Park in 2025 and 2026, because obviously there's 72, there's only 52 weeks in a year. So, yeah, it's been a cool park. If you would, hit that subscribe button. It's free, no obligation. There's not much of that left in this world. I would really appreciate it. It would really help me out. And go ahead and go down to the description. If you would, please consider helping your local animal rescue, animal shelter. If you don't have one, I've linked some down in the eastern Nebraska and Kansas area that could definitely use your help, be it money, your time, or even better, adopting a best friend like Goose, who is just dying to jump out of the truck and go visit all these people over here. So we're gonna get heading out, give him a little break, and we'll catch you on the next one.